Alright guys, so in this video, I'm going to be sharing with you guys some of the stories that I've heard of people dying in boot camp. And the reason why I share this with you isn't because I just want to share a story. It's because I have a purpose and reason for me to make this video. And none of my videos are me just making the videos for the sake of making it. I truly do make each video for a purpose and for a reason and something you can take away from. And this video is the fact that you don't want to hide any medical history, any psychological history when you are coming into the military. So the reason is, in MEPS, when you go to MEPS, they do like physical checks on you. They make sure you can move your hands up and down. You can do a push-up perfectly fine. You're not physically wrong. And they, physically check you. And they also, hearing, sight, blood, and everything like that. And also, they make sure and they say, hey, if you're lying to us, make sure you tell us. They do that not because they just do it. They do that for a reason. And your recruiter might say, hey, just forget about that. Just go on through, let's go to MEPS and see what happens. If your recruiters are saying, hide this medical history or don't tell them about this medical history, they are doing you a disservice. And it's because you will hear a lot in boot camp. Rules and instructions are there because it is written in blood. You will hear that a lot. And it's because rules and instructions are there because people died because they didn't follow those rules and instructions. So when you get to MEPS, when you get to, when you're getting your medical checkup, make sure, you're perfectly fine. You're not hiding anything from them. Because what the last thing that they want in, Great Lakes when you get to boot camp is you passing away because you were hiding medical history from them. Okay, so I'm going to be sharing with you guys some of the examples that I've heard, some of the stories that I've heard. And the first thing is an instructor, recruit division commander. He choked and he died. And in boot camp, they teach you the Heimlich maneuver. And I've also heard of a recruit saving one of the RDCs when he was choking. And he got an award and a pay grade up for that. So one RDC died, one RDC got saved. So, they teach you a lot of stuff in boot camp. So take that to heart. They're not going to really teach you. They're not going to give you a dummy where, you practice on. But, they're just going to briefly go over it. But make sure if it's something that's life-saving, everything that they do and teach you is something that's going to be life-saving. Make sure that you take it to heart and you understand it. And second thing is a recruit had a heart attack on his first day in boot camp and he passed away. So I don't know if this recruit had some previous medical history or this was just a coincidence that it happened on the first day. I guess this recruit got maybe so nervous that a heart attack happened and he passed away. So if you are hiding any medical history, make sure that you tell your recruiter. If your recruiter say, hey, it's not a big deal, don't tell them about it. Just say to them, hey, if it's not a big deal, let's put this through. Let's make them make an evaluated decision on if I'm healthy enough to pass and go to boot camp. Because if your recruiter say it's not a big deal, then it's not a big deal to pass and get your medical records documented. Because it's going to be a big deal if you get injured or maybe, at worst pass away from that. So the next thing is a recruit died from running. So, on the run. So these stories are extremely rare. It doesn't really happen often. So I heard a recruit died from running. So I don't know if there was a medical history or maybe if this recruit was running so much that he was so determined to make it through the finish line that, they teach you a lot of signs. So signs like heat stroke, signs of, your body shutting down. They teach you a lot of these stuff. So make sure you are self-aware when you're doing these activities. That you're not leading up to the point where you're going to die, which, in this case, it did happen. So, the last thing is a recruit died from too many energy drinks. So, on the last week of your boot camp towards the graduation, you do get a lot of free time. You do get, you are given some chance to buy some food, pizza, Subway, all that kind of stuff. But this recruit in particular, I think he drank right about 4 to 5 energy drinks within an hour. And obviously, when you look at the back of the can, it only says recommended daily use 2 to 3. you obviously don't want to exceed that. So, this recruit recklessly kind of thought maybe he was invincible, or, missed it for 2 months and then, drank 5 or 4 or 5 in within the hour, and he kind of, he's gone like that. So, these stories and, a lot of the instructions that they have in boot camp, and they teach you and they go step by step in MEPS, are there for a reason. If you're hiding any medical history, make sure that you tell them. Make sure that they know and they can make an evaluated decision, because like I said, you don't want to be one of these stories that come out later on. So I'm not saying this happens often. I heard every year 32,000 recruits come in, and maybe 1 out of every 32,000 get some kind of, maybe die, like this recruit that drank 5 energy drinks. But that was a reckless decision from his part. And so make sure that you're not hiding any medical history, and make sure that if you're going in, make sure that you're going in with everything exposed. Alright guys, so hope this video helped. Leave any comments, questions, recommendations that you have for future videos. Press that like button and subscribe for more. Alright guys, have a great Navy day.